Okay, the first question is what is your name?
Sam Browning,
Where do you go to school?
Straight Jesuit,
What grade are you in?
junior.
How cool are you?
If we're talking like on a 1 to 10 scale, I'm at about like a six,
Six
and
and
a
a
half.
Do you believe in God, and who is God to you?
Yes, I do believe in God. I'm a Catholic, and I believe in the one true God, the Trinity, the three persons, that God. Yes.
Okay, so would you say it's a strong belief
Yes,
in Him?
strong belief.
It seems so. Describe your relationship with God. If it is not what they would hope it to be, why not?
I believe my relationship with God is in progress. I'm pretty young, so I'm still exploring my faith and learning more. We take theology classes to do that. I believe in a certain area of prayer. My relationship is not strong enough with God, but with practice and with time, I'll be able to strengthen that.
Okay. Describe how you pray or connect to God at different times that you need to.
So I usually pray once a day, either when I wake up or when I go to bed, just thanking God for everything that I have and everything that happens. I thank God for my friends. I thank God for my family. But usually daily, yes.
Okay. So when have you felt closest to God, and have you ever had a profound religious experience, say like a moment of conversion or a reawakening?
I've not had any moments of deep faith, but there have been times when I've been closer to God during retreats, preparing for retreats. In particular, freshman retreat this past year, I was a leader. During those 2 or 3 days, I was very close with God, and it was great.
That sounds great. Who do you look up to for their relationship with God? Like, you could refer to them as like a faith hero or someone you look up to connect to God.
Yeah, so my godfather was Father Bill Neenan. He was the dean of a college, one of the colleges at Boston College, and he passed away recently. But for a really long time, I used to visit him every year, and he was like the coolest person ever. He was a priest, but I think what's always hilarious is he always gave up scotch for Lent, and he was just a really, really important person to me. He was a really great mentor. Sometimes when I'm in a difficult situation, I think, okay, what would Father Neenan do? And then I'll base my decision off of that. But yeah, he's my faith hero.
Okay, which Christian tradition or church, unless you attend a parish and you're Catholic, so what parish do you belong to, and why do you belong to that parish? Or, yeah.
Okay, so I don't really go to the same place a lot. So I'll usually go to Strake on Sundays, but then sometimes I'll go to St. Anne's.
Okay.
But I used to live in Ohio, and I used to go to the same place there all the time. So St. Patrick's Church, the Dominican church in downtown Columbus. I went there a lot.
Did you grow up as a Christian, and what do you most remember about your faith from your childhood, if you did have one, like even a sense of God, or do you remember about the faith of your parents?
Mm-hmm. So I did grow up Christian. I grew up Catholic, Roman Catholic. I don't remember if my relationship was better or worse. I think I know a lot more now about God, and that makes my relationship stronger. I think I'm now more in touch with the spiritual side and less in touch with like the better than I was when I was young. Yeah.
Do you remember your parents also kind of
Yeah.
guiding you towards that direction?
So my parents are both very Catholic. My mom grew up Catholic. Both her parents were Jewish, and she decided to go to Catholic Mass at a young age with her uncle. And my dad grew up Lutheran, and then he converted to Catholicism, and his faith is very strong.
What do you what has impacted your membership in the church? Like, if you have participated in your parish or any other parish, and you've participated as a member, has it had a profound effect on you at all?
Mm-hmm. I don't think I've been as active as I could be in parishes here, just because I kind of go to different ones. But whenever I go to Strake Mass, I think about 20% of the time I'll be asked to do a reading, and that's the way I participate. I don't really participate at St. Anne's.
Okay. What do you think are your most important obligations as a member of the church, and how have you been active in your church? Well, you kind of answered that
Yeah.
with your daily readings, and since you've been moving around a lot, you haven't had the chance to participate as much as you could. But what impact, or what are your most important obligations to the church personally? Maybe
Right. Like what I give to the church? Or
Mhm.
what? Okay.
Give just emotionally, spiritually, anything.
Okay. Well, I think it's really important to be 100% conscious during Mass. So at school Masses, when people are kind of goofing off or talking to people, I just sit there focusing on what's happening.
Would you describe your faith as something important in your life? Why or why not?
I think it's important. I don't think it consumes my life and is 100% present with me all the time, which isn't great. But I definitely think it's important. I think about my faith daily. I go to weekly Mass, and I try to live morally Christian.
Okay. For your parents or other, since your parents are Catholic, I'm assuming that they've had a high impact on your choosing of high schools and churches and parishes. Did you choose straight Jesuit? Did they choose straight Jesuit for you? And did they kind of guide you here because they knew it would help you a lot in your to grow up in?
Well, when we first moved here, my mom found the Straight Jesuit website and saw that there's a Jesuit high school. And she went to Jesuit College, Boston College, and so did my dad. So they both thought, oh, Jesuit high school, I think he'll really like that. So they guided me to it. And it seemed really interesting, too. Yeah, a lot of people from my middle school decided to go, and they were really excited to go, so I thought I'd go, too.
All right, well, thank you, Mr. Sam Browning.
Thank you, Mr. Pritchett.
This is Sam Browning, a member of the orchestra, and
Rugby, varsity rugby.
I love him. I have to post this on